The last decade, March 4th has been recognized as Hug a GI Day. It is a time really to honor and appreciate our men and women in the U.S. military, the sacrifices they make every single day for us. Today, the Children of Fallen Patriots Foundation is also collecting virtual hugs in the form of donations. The nonprofit provides support for military children who've lost a parent in the line of duty. Joining me now is Brandi Anderson, who was just 7 when she lost her dad in Iraq. And with her is Lindsey Houston with the Children of Fallen Patriots Foundation. Good morning to both of you. Thank you for being here. You know, I want to start with you, Brandi, if you don't mind. I know we have some photos of your dad. Tell me a little bit about him. I know you were just 7. What do you remember?
I actually remember most, like, the little things, like going to the park, playing basketball in the yard. He would even play Pretty Princess with me. And just the little things make up the big memories.
And share with us a little bit about what happened to your dad, because obviously he was in Iraq.
My dad was deployed in 2004. He left Mississippi to go to Kuwait April 1st, 2004, and was in Iraq and was killed in Ramadi, Iraq, May 2nd, 2004, when mortars were launched on his camp.
I'll bet you remember, or at least not that day that you found out, but even the days that follow. What sticks out in your mind most about knowing that your dad, you know, was gone?
One thing was he said that he was going to be back by my birthday, and my birthday was in October. So after hearing that, that was very upsetting because I wouldn't be able to see him for my birthday.
Yeah. And understanding that at 7 also. But Daddy said he'd be here.
Yeah.
Part of what is so important, certainly, about today is about remembering people like Brandi, and also remembering those members of our military who are there right now, you know, wherever they are abroad, working for us. Children of Fallen Patriots, so important. I'm sure you hear just stories that break your heart, as Brandi's breaks mine right now. How can people help today?
A great way to help is we have started a campaign in honor of National Hug a GI Day for those who have fallen and people like Brandi who can't actually give their dad a real hug. So we're asking for virtual hugs in the form of a donation. And to give a donation, you can text the word college to 31996 to help us get those virtual hugs today. And that's great support. It goes directly to our programs department to assist with college scholarships.
And in particular also, because it is so important, because if you think about the fact that most of those who die in the line of duty fighting for our country, statistically from what I understand, are men. And so that leaves a mom who maybe wasn't even working, because when you have one spouse away, how do you, with childcare and everything else, it's very expensive.
It is very expensive, yes. They average the gap to be, even with, if you're getting assistance through the VA, there's still about a $32,000 gap for 4 years of college. So that's where Children of Fallen Patriots comes in, and we try to bridge that gap.
Was that a worry for you also, Brandi, as you were thinking about when you're graduating from school and whatnot and going off to college, that maybe that might not be an option for you, considering, you know, that your dad was gone?
Of course. I always was very studious, so I was able to get scholarships from Stetson and other places, but Children of Fallen Patriots
It's really helped so many students,
yes.
I'm sure. It's interesting, I was reading a little information about you before you arrived, and something else that when you were thinking about your dad, and now particularly as you get older, is him not being there to walk you down the aisle. It hit me so much when I read that, because we all aspire that when we grow up and we think about being a princess and falling in love with our prince and our father walking us down the aisle.
Yeah, the day that it happened, like the day that my mom was told, she didn't worry about who was going to pay for the bill. She was worried about who was going to take me, or say it looked beautiful on my first prom, who was going to walk me down the aisle, things like that. And the funny thing was, my prom was actually 10 years to the day that we found out that my dad died. So in a way, he was almost there. And
here's my hug. Thank you. Sweet. Thank you for being here, both of you. I really appreciate it, and for sharing your story. I know that it's not easy. And I'd like to tell you how you can donate to the Children of Fallen Patriots. You can do that, in fact, by going to their website, which is childrenofallenpatriots.org. Is that correct?
That's
okay.
correct.
And we also will post that information later this morning on the morning show page of News4JAX, including this entire interview.